Putin is recklessly trying to divert NATO's attention by starting a new war in Europe. After seeing his troops struggle in Ukraine, Russian President Vladimir Putin is trying to stoke tensions in Eastern Europe in the hopes of starting a new war on the continent, experts say. Kosovo fears that Russia would benefit from a new war between the autonomous province and Serbia. It comes as fighting intensifies in the east and south of Ukraine as Russian troops continue their violent invasion, but Putin is also watching the Balkans, where divisions between Serbia and Kosovo have been stoked by Russian media. After years of ethnic Albanian separatist fighting against Serbian rule, Kosovo declared independence in 2008. When tensions flared up in the 90s, Belgrade made an effort to crack down. In 1999, after a bombing campaign, NATO forces successfully drove Serbian forces out of Kosovo. Belgrade's president has vowed to never recognize Kosovo's sovereignty, and the country is still not recognized as independent by Serbia, Russia, and a few other countries. Experts worry that Putin wants a new conflict in Eastern Europe, so Russian media is publishing negative stories about Kosovo. Ambassador Ilir Dugali of Kosovo to the United States told the Daily Beast that Russia is trying to incite violence in Kosovo. The Russians have made several attempts, he said, which has been repeated in Serbia, about inciting violence, about portraying this dire situation of Serbs in the northern parts of Kosovo in particular and also in other areas, to incite violent attacks and overall instability. According to CSD analyst Goran Georgiev, quoted in the Daily Beast, in the case of Serbia, the number one narrative is of course, don't forget NATO, it helped Kosovo secede. A portion of your nation. As part of NATO's broader campaign, this is happening. As Sputnik and RT report, the topic of Kosovo is the main topic for Sputnik and RT and also for local media, the majority of which are pro-Russian. For instance, the Serbian news website Sputnik published an article with the following headline: "The West's action has never been more morbid. They do not know that the day of mourning for the Serbs lasts until freedom comes to Kosovo." Serbia has both close ties to the West and strong ties to Russia due to the country's history as an EU candidate. Oligarchs with ties to Serbia's president, Alexander Vučić, own much of the country's media. The film's co-director and co-author, Ruslan Stefanov, elaborated on this, saying, "Looking at the Kremlin playbook, I wouldn't be surprised if it was the result of someone desperate or high up in the chain of command saying, 'Hey, how about we cheer up our dear leader at some point and do something?'" Mr. Dugali speculated on the possibility of a new war, saying, "The fact that the war, in Ukraine, hasn't gone as Russia was hoping and the leadership in Serbia were hoping, maybe that created an initiative. They're trying to reposition themselves." Russia could gain an advantage by pursuing a second front.